Do you feel like you've done everything you can to manifest your dream life and nothing seems to be working? You've tried everything. You've done affirmations, you journaled, but something is still missing. Well, you're probably missing this one key thing, and I'm going to let you know exactly what it is and give you 3 ways to get back to it, because you actually have access to it. We all do. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Joanna M. Cameron. I'm a licensed mental health therapist and I'm a life coach. So we're just going to jump right in so that you can get on your way to manifesting your dream life fast. The funny thing is, we all have access to it and we've all used it, but we just forgot about how powerful it is. It's your imagination. Everybody everywhere, I don't care who you are, has used this at some point in their life. And the thing is, the most that we ever used it was when we were children. And then we grow up and we're exposed to all the things in the world, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we forget how powerful our imagination actually is. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to get back to using your imagination so that you can actually manifest the life that you desire. It's the first thing that you actually have to utilize to get things going, to manifest the life that you say you really want. The first thing you want to do is revisit that childlike creativity. You remember when you would play with your friends and you would create all these amazing things in your mind and you'd bake these pies, and oh my God, you could almost taste what that pie was like when you were really just using mud and grass from your backyard and one of those silver tin pans that the pie crust came in. You'd add in some grass and then you'd grab some berries and the mud, that would be your base for your pie, and you'd stir it all up, or at least you'd pretend to stir it all up, right? Sometimes we didn't have utensils for that. But what would we do? We'd imagine that that stick that was sitting right there was our spoon to stir the ingredients for the pie, right? Well, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to just kind of go back to that state of mind where you just imagine that whatever you thought was actually the thing that you had. And I know it can be a little more difficult now that you're all grown up and the world has kind of hit you left and right with so many different things, but just start small. Just start writing down things that you desire to have, regardless of how you're going to get it, what it looks like to make it happen, or what you might need for it to really come to fruition. I don't want you to think about any of that. I just want you to start writing or start thinking. If you're not a writer, just lay back, close your eyes, and imagine. Just daydream a little. You know, sometimes we'll daydream about things, but then things quickly throw us off our course of what we're daydreaming about because we got so many things to do. I want you to designate a certain amount of time to actually spend time imagining. Like, really set aside some time, like 10 minutes. It doesn't take long. Just sit there and think about what it is that you would love to have and create it. Create it like you're that little kid in your backyard making mud pies. And I may have dated myself with that, but hey, that's what we did when we were kids. So just imagine that you're creating in your mind this perfect thing. Whatever it is, just add in all the ingredients to create the thing that you want. So that's the first thing I want you to do. Regardless of whether you're writing it down or you're just doing it in your mind, I want you to daydream. Imagine as far as your mind will allow you to go. So that's number 1. Write it down or just daydream about it. And then the second thing I want you to do, use what if thinking. I want you to just think about, what if this really happened? What if I had $1 million? What if I had this job that I really, really want? What if I was driving down the street in my dream car? Just what if everything? What if the things you wanted actually manifested? What would life look like? What would it be like? Who would be in your circle? Who would be there when you're sharing the what if as if it's a reality? Imagine all of that. So you're imagining all the different components of the thing that you want. You daydreamed about it, you wrote it down, and now go to the what if. What if it really works out? What if I actually have it? What is life like for you? I want you to now add that component to the daydream, to your imagination. So you've created it, and now what is life like? Are you going to move differently? Are you going to speak differently? Are you going to dress differently? What are you going to do? So now that you've got the what if, you're thinking about that, you've added that into your visualization, into your daydream, into your imagination. Don't be afraid of that, because I know a lot of times we can get fearful of, oh my God, what if it actually does happen? And then we start doubting ourselves and we start worrying about all the components that come after that. I don't want you to think about that at all. I don't want you to even worry or allow your mind to go to a place of anything that could be negative. Because the first thing we typically do is, what if it doesn't work out? But all we're doing this time is, what if it does work out? And imagining what life is like when it does. So that's the second thing I want you to do. The what ifs are only positive. So the last thing I want you to do is I want you to now do as many things that align with the thing you visualized. So for example, if you are imagining going on a dream vacation, what I want you to do is I want you to go shopping. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to spend any money, but I want you to take yourself to the mall and put things in a cart. Put things in a cart that actually are things you would take on that dream vacation. So if you're going on a 7-day trip, go to the mall and find 7 outfits. And even if you don't put them in a cart, just go touch the clothes. Look at the clothes. What shoes are you going to buy? Try on the shoes. Put yourself in as many realistic, imaginative places that you possibly can. If it's a dream car you want, who's to say you can't go to the lot and test drive the car that you want? Take yourself to that lot, put yourself in that car, touch the leather, touch the fabric in the car, touch the steering wheel, drive the car if they allow you to do that. Do whatever you can to actually allow yourself to feel as if you're really there. So there's so many different ways you can actually put yourself in the situation even before it ever takes place. This is just going to add to the whole idea of it becoming a reality for you, because now you actually can feel what it feels like. Just pour all that emotion into that thing. So again, you're using your imagination. It's not yet real in the tangible, but it starts in your mind. So the more realistic you can make it, the quicker your manifestation is going to come. Now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video and share this video. And I want to hear all about your manifestation journey. I want to hear anything you've done to make your manifestations actually come to fruition. I know if you look back over your life, there's some things you've done, things you imagine that actually have occurred that you probably forgot about. So just free your mind and go back to that place when you were a child where you used your imagination. Use these 3 tips and they're going to help you get to that space of living in your imagination so that the things you desire can become a reality. If you're still having trouble manifesting a life that you desire, go down to my description right below and there's a link that will allow you to sign up for a free 15-minute consultation. Make sure you do that and we can spend some time just kind of brainstorming where you are and what's going to be the best path to get you to where you need to be. And I also have a link in my description for my Dream For You Society membership that's opening up this month. You don't want to miss that. Make sure that you click on that link if you're ready to manifest your dream life and you want step-by-step guidance along the way that's going to keep you focused on achieving the things that you want in your life. All right, that's all I have for today. I'm Joanna M. Cameron once again, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.